future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got Amendola on the connection. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Mayfield now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Amendola catching it left side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. First down, Mayfield. And it's caught here, Amendola. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's 3rd
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Mayfield to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Looking left side, and it's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught. Touchdown, L.A. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Browns 14, Chargers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Flush to his right. It's caught by Hooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
All right, second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and inches, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Chargers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Gets by him at the 25. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's caught by Bryant.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He's going to try and go deep again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
182 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Second down, here's Chubb again.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On Herbert, his third interception.
John Johnson with the INT. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether You keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on